that's parked up there. The Volvo B7tl Wright Gemini blue. Joe and his family, friends all came up. So it's a real hot day today. So this is just like the sort of test track of the Grampian Transport Museum. On one of the long bendings. So I'll get footage of this and I'll get footage of the outside for you. We'll get footage of the outside. It's okay, not bad.
It's your YouTube channel, by the way?
I'm going to get this for my channel as well, obviously. The details. So I think I'll go for a huddle on that one as well, actually. I'm going to try out that. Plus. So I'm at the Grampian Transport Museum, which is up at Alford on A944 west of Aberdeen. It's up in the Deeside area. So I drove bus 6. I drove that bus all the way up from Forfar, Justin Hall, to here. And we're going to spend all day here at the bus rally. And then I'll drive the bus back to Justin Hall. So, while in here I'll get pictures and videos of the various buses. I'm going to go into the museum as well because there's an actual transport museum joined onto this outside bit. So, They're loading that bus up now, so I'm going to make my way down there and I'll see if I get footage in that as well for you. So we're on board there, I'll shoot it. I think it's at Bristol, we'll get the details later, I'll put it on the video. The Bristol load car or something. It's a Bristol. It's 1966. 1966 it was built. No, sorry, 1956 it was built. 1956. So we're going to be going wrong. Easter coach was bodywork as well. Here we go. That was the Bristol load car with Eastern Coachworks bodywork. I think there's a specification thing, I'll get a picture of that for you as well. Aye, so it was 1966. It was built in 1966. So there's a lot to see here today. It's really hot, really nice day today. So I'll show you where bus 6 is parked. I'll go up there, get some videos. There's a bit inside the shed as well, I'll go in there too. So that's the Aberdeen's 100% pure electric bus. They used to have hydrogen buses. In fact, there's a hydrogen bus up at the museum, but Aberdeen was running around in. But this is the new 22 plate, 100% electric. It'll be battery this. I don't think that's anything to do with hydrogen. I'm going to I'll have a closer look at that for you. Stagecoach. Like the ones at Dundee have. What I drive, Xplore Dundee, we've got buses similar to that. The Alexander Enviro 400 MMC for the electric buses. Sounds like it's covered up. I'm going to get inside, I'll see if we can get some footage inside for these as well. So I'll get round the other side. I never got footage of the outside on this side. Oh, these have got the cameras on them. Yeah. Yeah, well, we didn't hear that. They've got the monitors. Yeah, they've got the monitors. Although I say that, I prefer the actual mirrors, to be honest. It's just my mirrors, you can see more in the mirror than what you do in the monitor. You can see what the monitor camera shows you, but in a mirror you can move your head and you can see a lot more. Let's see, there we go. See if we get inside this one. You've got the electric monitors in place of the mirrors. I prefer mirrors, but yeah, I'll go and see if we get inside. Build your dreams chassis. This one, sorry? Yeah. I see, it's got the monitors. Nice of the single doors.
Electric? Yeah, which is why we need to be careful with them because sometimes they can break. So.
It's just like what we've got, is it? So it's the same sort of specification as what the Xplore Dundee buses, although the roof is definitely lower upstairs. So it's maybe for low height purposes. It is stagecoach, so they tend to do rural, which you've got low bridges and that, so that's probably why it's a little bit shorter in height for the accommodation for county work. Whereas other buses, the Xplore Dundee ones are city buses only, so they're basically the full height. But when the lower the height, the height of the upper deck will suffer. Therefore, your head will bang against the roof. It's just to accommodate for low height bridges. Whereas city buses don't genuinely need that. Their standard height will 14 foot 2, 14 foot 5. Whereas I think this will be something like 13 foot 10 maybe, a few inches shorter for clearance for rural bridges and stuff. Because if it's doing county work, rural work, then it has to be able to get under the low branches, hazards and that over the country. So, but they're quite smart, quite nice inside, quite tidy. Different seat trims obviously because stagecoach, but the specification of the bodywork is obviously the same. Bodywork is the Alexander bodywork that we've got. There's BYD chassis as well. Build your dreams is what BYD stands for. Overheard there, they were talking about why they don't have the hydrogen buses in Aberdeen. Apparently they're unreliable. So I done a video on them actually earlier on the YouTube channel. But they were troublesome. It takes ages to fix, so they've replaced the hydrogen one with just a pure battery. I just kind of heard them talking about that there. So that was that. So I've got bus 6 parked up here in the shade because it's to keep it cooler for those that are waiting inside it. Because you get the breeze and you get the cooler air when it's parked in the shade there. So. Whereas all the others are kind of sitting out near it. Well, we were a wee bit later getting here, so I think they got all the front row bus parking spaces. Well, we got here maybe 15-20 minutes after it opened, but they probably would have been here much earlier than us. But it's fine where they are actually, it's quite good there. So a lot of people interested in it by the looks of it. But yeah, they wanted it parked in the shade, so I parked it there, so it's in the shade for now, because it would have been a little bit hot for the rain and that, and some of them are just going to stay upstairs. So. You've probably seen my video about bus 6 before. I've done videos on bus 6 on my channel, but If you don't know, if you've not seen the videos, if you don't know what type of bus it is, it's a Volvo B7tl with Wright Gemini bodywork, and it's an Xplore Dundee bus. It's new to Dundee in October 2004, and it retired from service in October 2021. And the wee lad Joe, he's the owner. He's the young bus president. I mean, the wee young lad, like, he's about, how old's Joe now, Kieran? About 5 or something? 4. He's 4, so that's his bus. So he obviously grows up and gets a licence. One day he'll be driving it. But he's the actual, sort of was bought for Joe, young bus president. So Joe and his family and friends are all here today on this for a run, and I had the pleasure of driving it here. So yeah, there's a lot of other people taking an interest in it. Some other kids and that jumping in the seat, in the driver's seat. So I'll show you a bit about the bus if you've not seen the video about it before already. It was originally 06, but then went through different fleet numbers to 7006, and then it went to 2806 in the Gulls ball over. So I'll get a couple of videos and pictures for you for that. So this is bus 6 up at the Grampian Transport Museum. So if you've seen my video before, if you want to see more on this, then just have a look back on my channel. I've done a video about it. So a lot of people are interested in having a look at this bus by the looks of it, so we'll just
all the dogs that open the top for. I've got my brother to open it.
So like I say, if you've seen my video before on this, you'll be familiar with this type of bus. Yeah, this would be the time I get the I'm going to have a wee look here and just show you what's doing here. Vehicles and there's a whole interesting array of. This is a nice long coach here. So I'll flip this camera in and I'll show you. King Coach is the operator for this one. Just started in. Can you show it?
I'm not sure who that is.
We've got video footage of this one as well, so that's information board.
And the indicator was on, right?
Ale fajnie się nie usiadłeś.
See if you get yourself in, get a picture of it. Hey bar, I'll get that in a second. Just 2 seconds. I'll try and get some footage in here and then I'll get your picture for you later. Actually, I'll get this information board now actually. Yeah, it just gives a couple of seconds and I'll get that in this.
They don't put that effort in there, do
I know, that's amazing thinking. It's gonna. Yeah, that's real craftsmanship in here, like, yeah. Just doing a retake on this, and didn't do too well on that. Left the thing and paused it.
I'll go to the wheel.
Yeah.
What did you think? We just slotted rear. Sweat some shoes. It's fine.
Making some, as I'm all about making some of this like some sport like that. I remember that was a heat wave.
There was only one back then. Kid you not, it's like a sauna up here. Whew, roasting. Yeah, this is the Leyland Atlantean Alexander body. Oh, there you go, it's too hot. Ah. Yeah, I like the Leyland Atlanteans. Dundee never had any of them. They had their Fleetliners, it's similar to that, the Alexander bodywork. But Aberdeen had a lot of Leyland Atlanteans, and they had Fleetliners as well, but Dundee didn't have any. So, but yeah, nice machines, powerful. Still pretty powerful, like Leyland 680 engine, 11.1 litre, non-turbocharged, just naturally aspirated engine. Behind me here, that's the Leyland National, so we'll get some footage of that for you as well. So these are under preservation still. Yeah, so it's a Leyland National. I think it's the Leyland National 1, or a Mark 1, and Leyland National Mark 2s are there. They were different in some of the fronts. There was a way of telling, but I'm not overly familiar with the Leyland Nationals because Dundee never really had any. So, but they're, I think it's still the same engine. It's the Leyland 680 engine that's in it. Or it might be a Leyland 600, I'm not sure, but so as I say, Dundee never had any Leyland Nationals as their main fleet. I don't think they have any at all. So I'll get some footage of the outside of this Leyland National Mark 1 for you. Getting the interior footage first before it got busy. case you're wondering what these blocks are for, that's to stop the bus from rolling away with the brakes. Well, I think it's also to keep the bus level as well, so they're on blocks. So it's sort of keep them level for whatever reason, maybe for checking fluids when it's cold. Yeah, they might have the bus sort of level, so if they're doing fluid, coolant or oil checks, the bus is on is level, possibly. That and for the brakes, the air brakes, oh that's maybe because I'm sure they're in vacuum or hydraulic. Now the air brakes, if it's air brakes, the air will be all escaped anyway. But I think the other ones on blocks to keep the vehicle level. I'm guessing anyway. Right, so I'll get footage inside here for you. This is the Leyland Leopard. Oh, quite nice one to show you. Quite ancient. It's the gear shift. Oh, a Bakelite. Oh, that's a metal. I thought it was a Bakelite steering wheel, but it's actually a metal steering wheel. So it'll get really hot in the summer. That. So you're heading on this hot steering wheel, a metal steering wheel in the summer. It'll be really quite hot to hold to hold on to. Quite nice seats in here, coach sort of spec seats. Because the Leyland Leopards were used as coaches as well as service buses. It was a durable, versatile bus. This is obviously a coach spec, coach specification. So obviously extra ventilation and luggage, overhead luggage racks, and probably a little bit more power on the engine. There'll be more fuel getting in. Open the fuel tap more. Guessing that's what they'll do for it. Same engine, but just fuel pump will be set to a higher setting because it's a coach. If it's service, they'll keep the fuel down, right down, to keep it for efficient and emissions. Although emissions were there, we weren't as strict back then, but they're still emissions. But they've got to save fuel, so they just tend to keep the fuel down on the service bus rather than on a coach, where they would maybe turn it up a bit more for motorway speeds and that. Same Leyland 680 engine, maybe a higher gear ratio as well for a coach, so it's keeping the revs down at higher speed, more torque. So the motorways tend to have coaches will have a higher gear ratio, higher back axle, so the engine will be set to produce more torque, so it'll keep the revs down, keep the noise down and make it more of a relaxing drive on the motorway. If it's like service buses tend to have a different back axle, like maybe a bit, not so much on the fast speed. The engine will be revving up more if you're driving a service bus on the motorway, because it's geared differently. The service buses are geared, smaller geared, so that it's more for just lower speeds. Lots of torque at lower revs for getting up to about 30 miles an hour. But if you're doing 50, it'll scream its head up more. But as a coach, it'll be more higher gear ratio, so it's not really doing so much stop start. So the engine torque will be up higher, keep the speeds at a higher rate and keep the revs down, so it keeps the noise down and keeps the fuel and wear and tear down. But they'll set the torque up a bit more, so turn the fuel, something like that anyway. The coaches tend to have a higher ratio for higher speed, whereas service buses are more for lower speed but higher torque for accelerating up from less, stop starting 1 to 20 miles an hour. That's something to do. I'm sure I read something about they do an article. I read an article somewhere where they do an experiment with fuel economy, and it's done on the 1 to 20 mile an hour, like not to 60, 1 to 20 mile an hour, and work with fuel economy that way. Something I read it somewhere anyway. Oh, he's went on. Hi, wee man. I'll get out of the way here. So I think I've got all the footage from this, so maybe get the back. So I'm not sure if I've already covered the footage on the outside of this or not, but if I'm going to do it anyway. So it's Alexander, I think it's Y-type body or something. So we'll get some of the external footage that's going on out here. It's alright. Buses coming out there off the circuit, so we'll get that. That's the Bristol that was on earlier. There's old retro indicators on there as well. We could not much power steering on that, right? No power steering at all. It's even got a starting handle on the front. So I think that bus is going to be out onto the circuit. So I'm going to get a huddle on that as well. I'll be out in the queue because there's going to be a bit of a queue for this one, so we'll make sure I get in the queue here. Alright, Kenny, coming on this as well, huh? Good. I'll probably do the same actually. I'm just going to see what footage I can get of this. So you call a bus, no power steering, starting handle, probably crash gearbox. Inside it's really warm. Windows and ventilation.